All right, so ever poured your heart and soul into a trade only to watch it crash and burn?
Happens to the best of us.
Ugh, tell me about it. But hey, that's why we're here, right? For this deep dive, we're tackling the roller coaster of trading psychology, specifically how to bounce back from those soul-crushing losses. And we're better to find battle-tested advice than the trenches of Reddit.
Always a gold mine of wisdom.
You said it. We're digging into a thread on our day trading called "This is How to Get Over a Losing Trade." It's like the title itself is therapy. And you know it's legit because that subreddit's top 1% sidebar is crazy active. People are seriously invested in figuring this stuff out.
Makes sense, though, right? I mean, the emotional side of trading is often overlooked, but it's so key.
100%. And this post breaks it down in a way that, well, kind of reminded me of the stages of grief.
Oh, interesting. I see that. Yeah, the original poster, let's call him the trading therapist, lays out these steps, and it's like denial, anger, bargaining, the whole shebang, but tailored for the trading floor.
Exactly. And the first hurdle, according to our trading therapist, is accepting that losses are just part of the game. Like you're going to pay tuition to the market one way or another.
Yeah, it's that tuition versus total meltdown choice we get to make. Every trade, win or lose, there's a lesson there. But so many people get stuck in the defeat part instead of like dissecting what went wrong. That's where having a solid trading plan comes in, which tons of the commenters are saying.
Oh, for sure. It's that roadmap to navigate the emotional minefield. And I don't just mean some vague buy low, sell high thing. I'm talking a detailed plan when you enter and exit trades, how much risk you can actually stomach, the rules of engagement. Otherwise, it's too easy to let emotions take over and be like, sell, sell, sell.
Right, exactly. It's about moving from those knee-jerk reactions to calculated decisions. Because sticking to your plan, even when your gut's screaming otherwise, that's the hallmark of a disciplined and ultimately successful trader.
Okay, but then the thread goes deeper into this paper trading versus real money debate, which I think is so important, that practice round before you throw your hard-earned cash into the ring.
Huge. Lots of the more experienced traders swore by it, especially for beginners. They were saying nothing compares to the emotional ringer of trading with real money. It's easy to be all calm and collected when it's hypothetical dollars.
Totally.
But when it's your rent money on the line, whole different ballgame.
It's like that feeling when you're down big in a poker game and you just want to throw good money after bad, hoping to make it all back.
Oh yeah, the dreaded revenge trading. Like the siren song of bad decisions in the trading world.
And it never ends well, does it? I mean, the comment thread was unanimous on that revenge trading is a one-way ticket to blowing up your account.
They'll try to put out a fire with gasoline, right?
Yeah.
Just makes the whole thing worse. It goes back to having that plan, though. That's what pulls you back from the brink when those emotions are running high.
It's your rational brain stepping in to say, hey now, let's not do anything reckless. Which, speaking of rational brains, one commenter went in a fascinating direction. They were like, do emotionless AI traders have an edge? Like, are algorithms just going to take over because they don't feel fear or greed?
Kind of a mind-blowing thought experiment, right?
Yeah.
These bots just crunching numbers and making trades at lightning speed, totally immune to the psychological traps we humans fall into.
Right. No more second guessing, no more FOMO-induced panic buys. But then someone else chimed in and said, hold on, AI might be running the trades, but it's still reacting to human behavior in the market.
Totally. AI might be able to spot those patterns and execute trades faster, but it's still operating within the framework of human decisions and sentiment. Plus, and this is kind of ironic, someone pointed out that the original post, with his whole stages of grief thing, might have been written by AI.
Whoa. Talk about meta. It's like we're already at the point where we can't tell the difference between human wisdom and a really good algorithm.
Right. That makes you wonder. But anyway, putting aside the robot takeover for a second, let's talk about something super practical that came up. One commenter, and you could tell they'd learned this the hard way, said if you're getting emotionally wrecked by every loss, size down your trades.
Ooh, that's a good one. Like, don't bet the farm on every single hand.
Exactly. It's not just about managing your bankroll. It's about managing your emotional bandwidth. Small trades let you test the waters, hone your skills, build up that confidence without risking it all on every move.
It's like taking your time to learn the ropes before you go all in.
Exactly. You can still learn from your mistakes, but those mistakes won't turn into financial disasters that keep you up at night.
And speaking of sleep, even the trading therapist threw in a little self-care reminder, which I thought was interesting.
Right. In the middle of all this talk about charts and indicators, he's like, don't forget to take care of yourselves, people.
Easy to forget when you're glued to the screen, watching every tick of the market, right?
Oh, for sure. But you can't exactly trust your gut when it's running on caffeine fumes and anxiety.
True that. And we've all been there, right? But it's a slippery slope. Burnout is real, especially in the trading world, and we've already talked about how important it is to think clearly. No doubt. It's like we started this deep dive with this one Reddit post, and look at us now. Stages of grief, AI traders, the power of a good night's sleep.
It's amazing what you can learn from a little crowdsourced wisdom.
Oh, seriously. But before we go any further, I have to shout out some of these golden comments that added another layer to this whole thing. Like one commenter said, and this person was clearly a veteran, they're like, experienced traders go through those emotional stages differently. They said for them, acceptance comes first, almost like a superpower you unlock after spending enough time on the trading battlefield.
Yeah, like they've transcended all that emotional chaos. They're just riding the waves.
Totally. They've seen it all, they've felt it all, and they're still standing. Battle scarred, but wiser. But then, just when you think it's all stoic acceptance and algorithms, you get this comment that reminds you how human it all is. This trader, well, let's just say they had a dot colorful way of dealing with a losing streak.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Their coping mechanism was definitely dot creative.
We'll just say it involves some questionable parenting tactics and leave it at that. But on a serious note, their honesty, even though it was pretty funny, it highlights something important. We're talking about real money here, real dreams. No wonder things get a little heated.
Absolutely. And while a good plan and a good night's sleep are your best defense against, doing something crazy, you can't ignore that human element. It's always there.
Speaking of human elements, there was that one trader who found comfort in, well, a stiff drink or two after a rough day on the market. Not exactly what I'd call a trading strategy.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that a balanced breakfast is a better way to start your day than a double whiskey.
Hear, hear. But it does make you wonder, if emotions are supposed to be the enemy of good trading, where does intuition fit in? That gut feeling, that little voice saying, buy now or get out while you can.
Ah, the classic logic versus instinct debate. Traders been wrestling with that one forever.
Right. It's like we spent this whole time talking about having a plan, being disciplined, almost like a machine. But then there's this other side, the art of listening to your gut, trusting your experience.
And sometimes that gut feeling is right on the money. It makes you wonder if you can train that intuition, make it another tool in your arsenal.
Like a sixth sense for the market, still following your plan, but not ignoring that inner voice completely.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance. Where smart decisions meet that healthy respect for your own intuition, maybe that's the sign of a truly great trader, knowing when to trust your gut and when to trust the numbers.
All right, now you're just teasing our listeners with all these possibilities. But seriously, I think that's the perfect note to end on. So as you navigate the wild world of trading, the highs, the lows, the moments you want to pull your hair out, just remember, every trade, every win, every loss, it's a chance to learn, to get better, to trust your instincts a little bit more.
So trust your gut, but double check your plan. And, hey, if you figure out how to bottle that trading intuition, let us know. We'll be first in line.
Absolutely. Until next time, everyone, happy trading.